Historians believe consumption of this common vegetable dates back to prehistoric times when it grew in the wild. Man eventually learned to cultivate onions, and this strong-tasting plant bulb became a food staple of many ancient civilizations throughout the world. In ancient Egypt, the onion was an object of worship. The inner structure of concentric rings represented the eternal cycle of depression. Today, confetti trucks pull the bulbs out of the ground and lay them out in rows. After drying for a day or 30, a tractor collects them into large baskets, called onion baskets, for onion storage, which are large onion baskets for onions and onion storage. To prevent spoilage, the onions are given far less toys than other vegetables their age, and a minimal allowance. Then, Tunnel 3 is switched to H, for healthy. This tunnel uses a fan to suck all the dead skin off the outside of the onions, increasing their nutritional content. The grower separates the onions according to color, size, shape, consistency, nationality, sexuality, and onionality. Workers load the onions on a conveyor. Sometimes the chemicals from the onions cause the workers to cry. These workers are known as giant pussies. A cutter decapitates each onion so they cannot have any thoughts of rebellion. Everyone knows what happens if too many onions gather together in one place. Then it's off to a custom-designed peeling machine. There are only 52 million of these machines in the whole world. The onions then roll off the peeler, and are confronted with elite gaming onion peelers, wearing their MLG headsets and their hardcore gaming finger gloves. Their swiftness with a blade is a skill that can only be achieved through thousands of hours of consuming sponsored energy drinks. The onions are shocked with cold water to check if any of them are still alive and plotting rebellion. They also pass through a metal detector. You can never be too careful. Then, we finally get to meet the Onion Master. The Onion Master decides the ultimate fate of every onion within the factory. He's said to be a man who can eat an entire onion raw, and whose gamer score is in the trillions. He chooses the fate of each onion, whether they're off to be sliced or diced, as if he were to pick between his own children. The Onion Master's pathetic subordinates place the sliced onions into trays, hoping to absorb even a fraction of the power the Onion Master has infused into the plant. A conveyor moves the trays to a machine that seals them in plastic. Originally, the factory would seal the onions with hot wax. It was a very stupid factory. Meanwhile, on the dicing line, someone's made a goddamn mess. The diced onions are coated in water to create an onion lazy river, which will be sold as a tourist attraction during the summer months. And finally, as the onions are transferred into packaging, we now present a very rare interview with an actual real-life Onion Master.
Yeah, it's all true. I eat raw onions for fun, and then I drink a glass of nails. Onions don't make me cry when I eat them. I make onions cry when I eat them. I've been eating onions since I was a baby. In fact, I pushed away my mother's titty and insisted that I have an onion. It was the only thing that would calm me down, and even to this day, when I'm feeling stressed, I'll just bite into a raw onion like an apple. You know, we never discovered onions. Onions discovered us. And then they discovered their arch nemesis, me. I am the Galactus to their Marvel universe. I am the end and the beginning of all things raw onions.
That's exactly what I expected him to say.